I am going to share with you all the lessons that I have learned while making mistakes over the years. If I would have known when I landed here in Canada, it would have really kickstarted my career. Hi, this is Herji. I moved here in Canada in 2013. I have a bachelor's in civil engineering and I have also done a degree in construction management. At this point of time, I have over 10 years of professional experience in lumber industry, supply chain industry, and at this point, I have over 5 years of construction management experience managing various multi-million dollar projects, which were residential, commercial, and institutional construction. Over the years managing construction, I really started enjoying custom homes, really loved the process helping clients, and over time I also got my own realtor license. So on top of helping build the houses, I can also buy and sell to help our own clients. So we'll cover my own career journey in detail in some other video, and I'll start with this video. The first step that we are going to share with you is familiarize yourselves with Canadian immigration laws. So the mistake I did here was I underestimated the immigration process, where I just went onto the websites for Canadian immigration. At that time, the processing time was under 1 year. So I just took upon a job and got the paperwork, applied for the permanent residence, and the process took me about over 2 years to get my permanent residence. But the bad part of that was, or I would say the hack of that was, because I only did my construction management course for 1 year. It was 1 year course. My work permit was only 12-month period. So after the 12-month period work permit was over, even though that I've already applied my permanent residence, but I could not get an open work permit, right? So my work permit got closed, and I had to work there for another year and a half after my work permit expired, which is why I had lots of career opportunities that I really had to pass. And and that is very depressing at times, because when you can see that you are able to move ahead but not really able to move. And at that time my immigration consultant advised me not to make any move, because he's like, it's just 5-6 more months. But those 5-6 more months ended up more than that they anticipate even. And at that point of time, the immigration sucked. It still sucks now, but yeah. The tip number 2 is building strong connections with recruiters. Can get really challenging at times, because there's just so many applicants for those jobs. And when you're at very early point in your career, you just don't have enough meat in your resume to clearly stand out to get an interview call. So which is why at times those recruiters will really help you determine your weak areas in your resume. And even after going through the resumes, they can really point out, okay, these are the areas that you need to improve in order to crack this interview, right? So tip number 3 here would be leverage networking opportunities. So networking opportunity is one of the most important thing these days to really expedite your career growth, because you might have heard Canada में तो reference चाहिए. So it might or might not be true, because if you're really capable, you don't need a reference, right? So, but how does it help you, right? You just go out to those networking events, and which networking event is just not a chit chat event. It could be industry events, seminars, or it could be any conference where you could meet your potential employer, your potential buyers, potential sellers. It could be anything, whatever builds value to you and whoever you're meeting. It is a good thing, right? And most of the times it does leave face-to-face long-lasting impressions. And just go out there and ask the right questions, and I will promise that at least 9 out of 10 people will guide you in the right direction. You will see the results. Yes, it will not happen the next day, but over time you will start to realize the results of it. And I only started going to those networking events last 12 months or so, and it's really my pleasure going out there, talking to those young lads and sharing my struggles with them so that can help them cut their own struggles. Tip number 4 is know the Canadian job market. So when you come here, when you land here in Canada, let's suppose your dream is to become an IT professional. It is very much in demand right now, especially in the area where I live. I live in Kitchener, and it is called like a Silicon Valley of North America these days. And you just get across those people and just try to find job opportunities in the job bank, Indeed, right? Look for the skills that they need, right? And if you don't know these skills, what do? You just go to the right people to help you get them, right? And if you can't get them, just go to YouTube. There's just unlimited amount of content on YouTube, especially educational content in YouTube that could help. And yes, also make sure that you also fulfill all the work permit conditions. Like some of the jobs, they are strictly for either permanent residents and citizens, but there are not many jobs which are reserved to that, like being a cop or being in the army, and maybe some bureaucratic jobs. You might not be able to apply on a work permit. So be mindful of that before really investing your time. The last and the most important tip here is always keep your resume and cover letter current. What is the basic purpose of cover letter and resume? What are you trying to do there, right? Pause this video, think about it for a couple of seconds. The way I understand resume and cover letter is you're basically trying to offer your services to someone. Hey, these are the skills I have, this is what I can do, and this is the value I bring into the table. I'm sending this to you. Call me, let's schedule an interview, let's sit down on a negotiating table, let's negotiate my wages, I will work for you, I will provide my value to you. Another thing which I've watched a couple of young professionals, they're really doing good, but they have been advising other youngsters to use ChatGPT very extensively in the job search. I totally agree with it. You have to do what you have to do in order to get the job interview, but I would not really recommend just blindly putting stuff into ChatGPT, updating your resumes, and then you show up to an interview not knowing, okay, what the hell is this, right? So you're just making a joke out of yourself. If you have written something, make sure that if you show up to the interview that you are able to explain that in very thorough manner. So this is going to be the end of this video. I really hope that this content will really be valuable for yourself and that will really help you really prosper in your career, in your life. And I really wish you all the best for your career in Canada. And if you have any more questions about anything, if you need any more advice, connect to me on Instagram. I will get back to you with whatever I can help. I'm not doing mentorships at this point because I think there's just so much for me to learn as well. So I would say let's learn together, let's grow together. Thank you.